If you watch this video to the end, I'm gonna show you how you can automate your customer support forever. Because just look, I just give any question inside Telegram or any other platform and the response is created automatically for me by using n8n and our AI agent that bases on the file I provided to him. And actually it contains all the questions and answers I have for my company. You can provide endless documents and automate your customer service. Just it's simple like that. Watch this video, I have this template for you 100% for free. Also I show how to set it up step by step, so stay to the end. But before we get started, feel free to check out our AI Agents Accelerator community. This is our premium community. Inside we've got 55 plus hours course about n8n. We've got OpenAI Agent Builder course and many coming. We've got a lot of templates and so on and so on. I put the link in the description of this video. Also, if you want to get this template with all the instructions for all agents, such as Classifier agent, AI agent for this specific path, for the support, you can find it inside our AI enthusiast community, which is totally for free. We've got 9,000 people inside. We've got the classroom, and in the classroom, if you find Christian's YouTube resources, then you can just find customer support assistant. So we've got all the instructions, and at the bottom you've got 2 files and basically the template to download. But now let's build this project from scratch so we can follow the entire process. So the first thing I do, I use a Superchat as a trigger, and Superchat is an all-in-one platform that combines Telegram, WhatsApp, and you can just trigger basically the automation on these 2 platforms at once. So I pick on inbound message, and basically here I've got my credential. By the way, if you wanna use Superchat for free, click the link in the description of this video. So the website looks like this, and here once you log in, you should go to settings and to integrations, and you should find your API key right there. So you need to just connect your credential. It's pretty simple. And then what we need to do is to add a channel, and basically you connect your channels inside Superchat. So it acts as all-in-one inbox for all platforms once again. So we've got, for example, Telegram, WhatsApp, and if someone writes to your chatbot on Telegram, these conversations are gonna appear here. So it's really tidy, clean, and basically it's for business use cases. It's super, super cool. I really recommend you to check it out. But now, basically, if you wanna connect some channels, you go to the settings and then you click here on add the channel, and you've got Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Telegram, email, and so on. So it's pretty convenient. So now I've got my Telegram chatbot connected. And basically, if you don't have your Telegram chatbot yet, you can create the one by going to Telegram, searching for botfather. So you search for botfather. Okay, we've got it here. And then you type / and you click new bot. And then you just follow the process. It's pretty simple. But now let's go back. And now let's execute the step. Go to my chat, and for example, I can ask the question. What is a DFA course academy? So my company about the courses. Okay, so now we can close the Telegram, and now we can see the message appeared inside Superchat. So let me show you. We've got actually our inbox. Let's go here. And yeah, we've got what is a DFA course academy. So that's great. And then once we do this, the next step is going to be the classifier agent. So the agent responsible for just classifying our specific message, because sometimes, we may have the messages about other topics than our support or about different categories. I would like to provide 2 categories. So the first one is going to be for sales, and the second one for actual support, and the third one is going to be others, so we actually do nothing with it. Additionally, what I need to say, you can just use this automation with anything you want. So instead, for example, of Telegram or WhatsApp or Superchat, you can provide the Gmail, okay? You can provide, I don't know, like any other platform, so it's up to you. But here, this agent is going to be responsible for just classifying this message. So I take the content body, so the message, and I provide system message. And for the system message, I've got it here inside. It's going to be pretty simple. So let me show you. It's going to have 3 categories and description for them. So classify this text into one of 3 categories, return only category name. So support, sales, other, and we've got basically it explained what it does. For the chat model, we use OpenAI, and here GPT 4.1 mini is enough. And this is pretty enough for this agent. It's pretty simple. It's gonna just return first category. Okay, I see this error, so we've got the number. So additionally, I can type. I can go ahead and type notes. Do not return the number for the category. Okay, it's gonna work. Let's execute a step. And nice, we've got the other. So we are now ready to provide the switch option, which is gonna take the road for us based on the circumstances. So what we do? So basically we pick the value, and the value one is gonna be the output, obviously, and it equals, the first one thing is gonna be the sales, okay? So it's gonna be sales, because we've got, once again, the sales, support, and other. Actually, the first one's gonna be support, I'm sorry. So the first one's gonna be support, the second one's gonna be actually sales, and the third one's gonna be other, okay? So basically also we can rename them so we know what each path does. So sales and support. And now I see I need to also provide a different input for the Telegram because we've got actually the category which is other, and with other we just do nothing. So let me maybe just better clarify the entire request. So now let's execute the workflow and let's ask the question, which is what is a DFA Course Academy and what it offers. And it's gonna probably pick the support path. Which road we do have? Let's take a look. What's wrong? Do we have the... Okay, yeah, this is the problem. Okay, so now it's gonna follow the sales path. Yeah, we've got it. We can continue. So for other path, we would just wanna do nothing. And remember, for example, like the instructions, basically, like it gave me, it should have worked. I mean, what is a DFA Course Academy? It should have worked and give me basically like one of these branches. But if something is wrong, you can of course customize these instructions. Just make them more customized, just enhance them. But in 95% of cases, I found it works, like they work. So, you know, for now I will just stop, not just spend time on just improving them. Okay, for the sales, like let's start with the first branch, which is a support. And here we are gonna create an agent, basically that's gonna operate on a vector store, so Pinecone vector store. And simply speaking, we are gonna just upload a document to agent, and it's gonna base on this document. So maybe you've got like 100 pages for your Q&A for the company, okay, for customer support, or maybe you've got multiple documents. You will be able to do this. So let's pick an agent. We pick an A agent. And the first thing for this agent, as usual, is gonna be a user message. We define it below, of course, and it's gonna be the message from our Telegram, aka Superchat, which handles everything. So we pick the body, and then we add an option, which is a system message. And for the system message, for not spending just time, I've created this really comprehensive system message for you. So let's go here and just copy it. Make sure to copy every single line. And now I'm gonna explain you what is inside. Okay, so let's take a look. Role and purpose. You're a customer support A agent for DFA Course Academy, so it's customized for my basically company, but still you can just basically customize it. For example, you can take this entire content and you can use ChatGPT for your specific purpose, so customizing it for your specific instance. But let's go back to the sentence. So your primary goal is to help existing users and learners by resolving issues related to course access, platform usage, technical problems, billing, refunds, policies, and general support questions. Capabilities: retrieve and summarize accurate answers from the connected vector database, resolve issues related to, and we've got all the information. We've got the tools to use, interaction style, also behavioral rules, which is really important in the customer support, because we do know that customer support requires extra patience and extra actually approach to the client, okay? So we've got this specific thing, and we've got an example output. For now, I don't want to waste your time and mine either, so I'm gonna skip this part and just move forward. But if you wanna just read these instructions, you can stop the video right now, okay? I think it's gonna be nice. All right, the next thing we wanna do is to add a chat model. So let's add the chat model, so OpenAI. And for the chat model, I like to use GPT 4.1 mini. I find it enough. Basically, once we have the vector database, so we only need to retrieve basically the specific thing without actually writing it from scratch. The next thing we do, we add a memory, because let me show you something. Like right now, let me pick basically the Telegram. So basically, when I ask what did you say in the last message about the course, it won't for sure know basically what was the context, because it says like I haven't seen any previous message in the chat yet. So it bases like once we don't have the memory, it only have one, you know, like it only can respond to one message. But with the simple memory, we can just turn it, just, you know, change it. And then we should add the conversation ID as a key. And we define the context window length, which is how many past interactions the model receives as context. So 20 is enough, I think, or let's say 30. It's okay. And now we move on to the most important part of this agent to work. So applying vector store. And the first thing we need to do, we need to get it, like give it a tool, which is vector store questions, answer questions with a vector store. And now we need to describe, give a description of data. So describe the data in your vector store. So I can type here, you can find all information about our customer support. Let's say question and answers. All right, whatever, let's type it. And to this specific thing, we need to connect a vector store and model. Firstly, let's pick the model. The model is gonna be OpenAI. All right, let's pick OpenAI. And then we need to pick a vector store. I do use a Pinecone vector store. And yeah, I've got my Pinecone account and I'm gonna show you how to do this. But to this Pinecone, also we do need to provide the embedding model, which is gonna be the OpenAI. All right, and for the dimension, I'm gonna select 1024 because it's the dimension of the vector store. But now let's move on to the Pinecone. You open the page and you can just create your free account. Once you log in, you need to go ahead to API keys and create your very own credential right there. It's pretty simple. You just provide the API key. And the next thing, what we need to do is to just create an index. So index is a place where we are going to provide the document. Where do we have it? We've got a database. Okay, we create an index. We give it a name. So let's say test automation. Customer support. We pick the configuration, so the specific model. I recommend this one. And then we just create basically this index. And now somehow we need to just provide our document inside this specific index. And once you're here, you can see like this option to offset a record. However, you can give an ID and a text, which is not that very convenient, okay? You can give another field like key value. So we do need something like some specific way of just uploading a document automatically to the Pinecone. And I did prepare for you a workflow that exactly does everything for us. So we've got a Google Drive folder, and once some file is uploaded in this folder, the file is downloaded, we extract the text, and we just upload it inside the Pinecone vector store automatically. You can download it, the specific workflow, like with these two automations, once again inside our community. So you can download it right here. Then you can just save it as a separate automation. It's gonna be more convenient and comfortable for you once you build this workflow, because you do need, once, basically, if you have two automations in one workflow, you would need to just make it active. But now, if you've got it separated here, it won't just, clean the process right there once building this specific workflow, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but for now, I've got this specific folder. And also remember to change here your very own index. So right now I can choose an index. which I already created, which is going to be the test automation customer support, and that's it. Okay, that's pretty it. Basically, it's active. I need to save it. Let me go ahead to my folder, so vector databases, and upload here some files. So I do have actually two files right here. The first one is for sales, and the second one is for support. And now we can wait, and it's gonna appear, the records gonna appear here in a while, because this automation runs. So when we go to executions, right now we can see, like, we need to wait, I believe. So now it's running. Let's go ahead to our index, and let's wait. And you can see, yeah, our data appeared right there. So we've got basically our embeddings, our results, okay? So we've got the entire document just basically, you know, separated into multiple different parts. And every part contains some piece of the text. Perfect. So now our bot is ready. Basically, we need to choose here an index. Let's move on. Let's wait. And we've got the test automation customer support. And that's it. So right now we can test our agent about some question we've got in a document. So for example, do I keep access after completing the course? And once it's provided, it uses our Pinecone vector store, and hopefully we got the answer. So we keep access to the course even after completing it. Generally, courses include lifetime access to the platform. Perfect. So our vector store works perfectly. And this way we built an agent for our support path. But basically the last thing is to just give the response back. So we've got our super chat, and then we pick send a message. And now we need to have the identifier, which is going to be the ID. We pick the channel ID, which is our Telegram, reply to, which is going to be the from ID. Okay, from ID. And the message, which is a text, and it's gonna be from our AI agent, but not this one, this one. Okay, let's execute the step. All right, we've got some problem probably with this specific thing. So channel ID, message ID. All right, we do need here the message ID. I'm sorry. Message ID. Now it's gonna work probably. Yeah, we've got the message back to our Telegram. So the next thing we are gonna do, and it's really important, we do need to create an other agent for our other path. But now it's gonna be super easy, because what we do, we just select this entire, like all of these nodes, we click Command D or just Control D. And we do go there and we just connect it right here. Just the difference is that we just provide other instructions to our AI agent, but the vector store stays the same because we uploaded two files inside. Don't worry, just if you uploaded two files, like the vector store is really a big place. Like you can provide a lot of text inside, hundreds of pages, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we do need to provide other instructions. So for the other instructions, we've got these instructions, but specified for the sales, not for the support. Basically for the support, but for sales. Actually, the things inside this category. And yeah, that's pretty it. Right now, also we can stop the video, read it all, but for now, I don't want to bother you with it. And this way, we've created fully and ready automation that works perfectly. So let's test it out. Let's make it as active. So let's, for example, pick this question. So what will I be able to build after completing the course? Let's just put it here, and it should appear inside our execution step. So now we can wait, and let's take a look. All right, it's running for 3 or 5 seconds, and we've got already the response. Everything worked perfectly. Let's take a look. It followed the support path. It answered the question based on our vector store. And we've got the answer. After completing a course, you will be able to build practical AI tools, automations, no-code workflows, etc. So that's how you can build a customer support agent from scratch. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Leave a like, click the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next material.